Bibles to the book of Romans, chapter 8. The month has been declared the month of our emergence. Romans 8. I'm going to be reading from verse 15, so I'll be doing 15 to 19. The emphasis is actually on 19, but 15 will give us a background. Because when the Bible talks about the sons of God, we must know where it's actually coming from. 15. Say, for ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but you have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. Now you may want to mark that word adoption. Verse 16. It says, the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. Some other version says that we are the sons of God. Verse 17. And if children, then heirs, heirs of God and joint heirs with Christ. You may want to also mark that word heirs, joint heirs. If so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. Verse 18 says, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. 19. Say, for the earnest expectation of the creature. To manifest means to reveal. So what that means is that that thing had been there before. So when God declared the month of November as the month of emergence, is not doing anything new. It's not creating anything new. To emerge is to be revealed. The expectation of the creature waited for the revealing, the emergence of the sons of God. So in the month of November and beyond, God is not doing anything new that will make us to be manifested. It would only reveal that which had been there before. Praise the name of the Lord. And it says the sons of God. So it was specific. Not just anybody, but those who are the sons of God. And when we read prior to that verse, talked about adoption. Now, in the natural sense, sons or children are given birth to. They are begotten. But in the spiritual sense, when you hear the word son or sonship, it's talking about adoption, because God did not give birth to us. The only begotten son is Jesus. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. So our sonship in God is by adoption. So it was a gift that was bestowed upon us. Praise the name of the Lord. And it's not just the fact that we are adopted as sons. If you look at verse 17, it talked about the fact that we also have an inheritance. It said that we are heirs, and heirs of God and joint heirs with Christ. Joint heirs with Christ. Of course, you can't be an heir if there is no inheritance. So meaning that we have a legal right over an inheritance. So the same inheritance that Jesus has, we also have access to it. Praise the name of the Lord. Praise the name of the Lord. So talking about adoption, if you read the book of Ephesians, chapter 1, verse 5, it says, having predestined us to adoption as sons by Christ to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. If you read Galatians chapter 4, 6 to 7, still talking about sonship. It says, and because you are sons, now talking about us, so God has sent forth the Spirit of his Son into your heart, crying out, Abba, Father. Verse 7, say, therefore you are no longer slaves, but a son, and if a son, then an heir of God through Christ. You are no longer slave. So what that means is that at some point, we were slaves. And like I said on Sunday, a slave can actually be in a house where there is so much riches, and it will enjoy those riches, but it does not have inheritance. It does not have any right over those riches or those inheritance. In the revelation of that, to know that all that is God's are mine,